Hello guys, welcome inside of Raffles City Mall here. This is a very sort of, once again I'm going to use this word probably a lot because this is definitely the biggest city that Naomi and I have visited in our lives. It is an overwhelming mall. There's so many people, there's probably over 1,000 or so stores here. Tons and tons of restaurants, every type of retail that you can imagine. And did I mention all the people? It's just crazy, it's so busy. And I think what we're going to do right now is try and find something for lunch before we go back out into the madness of the city to explore.
I do think because today is Labor Day that a lot of Chinese people also came to be tourists in Chongqing, so it just seemed like there's a lot of people sort of just coming to do sightseeing, maybe coming to try Chongqing hot pot or something like that, because I believe that's also what Chongqing is known for. So yeah, it just seems like everybody and their grandma and their Labrador is in this mall right now, especially because it's a little bit rainy outside, so everybody is in the mall.
So guys, we made our way into literally a random restaurant. We just picked one out while we were walking around the Raffles City. We made our way in here to what appears to be called simply beef noodles, beef rice. So couldn't get any better sounding than that to us. We are both big lovers of beef, but surprisingly I didn't go for a beef dish. I decided to go for these bad boys here. These are braised pork buns. So sounds really good, sounds right up my alley. Naomi went for
the big dish. I went for beef noodles.
Beef noodles, perfect. So that's literally in the first section of what they're called.
Yeah, we haven't had a proper like beef noodle, I believe, since we arrived in China. So I just felt like it was time to try a beef noodle soup. And it's also the right weather today, so that's why I ordered it.
Keep in mind, guys, if you are someone like us, like a Westerner, a European, American, etc., and you're coming in here, you sit down. A lot of the restaurants that we're experiencing anyways, this one as well, we came in, they pointed us over to sit down, we sat down, and that was the end of the communication. And it turns out that you basically order a lot of times off of the QR codes. We didn't know that, and obviously we don't have a lot of access to those things because our phones are sort of geared up to, let's just say, websites that sometimes are not allowed here. So that kind of puts like a little bit of a block for us. So what we have to do then is communicate directly with the people. It's never really an issue. We just have to translate a couple of stuff. And now we're gonna get our food.
Thank you. Oh, my beef noodle soup came out already. It smells very flavorful.
Yeah.
It smells like
looks amazing.
Like they put some really nice herbs into the broth. It smells like comfort, like anise, like, I don't know, herbs that I've never tried before, maybe even, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's very interesting. The broth kind of tastes maybe like muscat or something.
Oh, wow.
Like a little, I want to say Christmassy, but really nice, really tasty.
Looks like a really serious bowl of noodles.
And very affordable as well. You want to try the broth?
Yep.
Just confirm or unconfirm what I just said.
Wow, that tastes like Christmas. It actually does. Wow, that's an incredibly flavorful broth that the noodles are sitting in. That's very nice.
Also tastes like there's a lot of collagen probably from the beef. I assume that it was cooked in the broth for a very long time, so it's probably a lot of collagen in there as well, because the beef is braised, from what I read. Just give the beef a try, and one noodle. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Good. And the noodles as well. They're very white, the noodles here.
They're super white noodles, yeah.
Not sure if they're like maybe rice noodles or something like that.
Looks like it.
So usually when you look at them, a lot of the noodles are usually like more yellow-y. So I believe there's like more egg content in the noodles. This one looks a little bit like it's more rice flour or something like that. I don't know.
True.
That's very nice.
Yeah?
It's a good noodle soup, and just the perfect thing to eat on a rainy, cold day like today.
Yeah, that's very true. It's this one I think that Naomi got It's 22 yuan, and I got 2 of these braised pork buns. They're only 13 yuan each, so I got 2 of them, which is 26. So overall, this meal is probably just gonna come to just over like €5, €5 or €6 maybe max. That's incredible value, and I'm very excited. Oh, thank you, Shishi. I just got my braised pork buns.
You want me to film?
Look at how they're wrapped. Oh my god, they're packed full of oil. Look at that bad boy. Oh my god. I'm very excited to try this. It's very hot. Feels very hot. It's packed full of oil. Wow. Super thin dough all the way around it as well. Let's see how this is. Oh my god. That is a pork bun. That is juicy, tender pork. Super crispy and light here on the, whatever this is, I don't even know what you call it, dough. You've got like green peppers that are like laced in and out of the pork. You've got tons of garlic on the inside and loads of oil as well. Sort of like gets soaked up in this crispy dough. I'm just gonna go for one more bite because I cannot believe how good this is. That is one of the best things that I've eaten since arriving in China. So give this a go. Yeah.
Oh, very excited now. I do believe it might be a little bit oily because the spice mix that they usually add to these types of buns is in some sort of an oil, maybe chili oil or peanut oil, something like that. That's super nice.
It's delicious.
Look at it. It's very tasty. It's not spicy at all. It's also not peppery. Usually everything that you eat in the Sichuan province, at least what we had so far, has been very sort of peppery. This bun does not taste like pepper at all. It's just, you taste green bell peppers. No, not really spicy, and then you have the braised pork in there. That's some serious comfort food right here. Really good.
Delicious. Heavy as well. So I'm down to the last few greasy bites. Greasy but delicious bites of these braised pork buns. I can't believe I got 2 of these. Just a heads up, if you're someone that doesn't really have a large appetite, 1 is more than enough. It's absolutely packed to the brim with pork and peppers, so keep that in mind. You can definitely get one of these and a drink and it will carry you probably throughout the day. This is so far, I think, number 1 for me in the food that I've tried so far here in China on the first day of exploring Chongqing. So Chongqing, very, very promising, I think, so far in terms of food. Unbelievable.
I love my noodles. Sorry. My noodles are very tasty. Yeah, I do like the broth a lot. I thought it might be too spicy or too numbing, but it's actually really, really tasty. And I think I will finish the entire bowl. It's just a lot to get through.